right, here we are again, guys. Mike's Garage. Today we're gonna do the oil change. I know there's a couple other videos out there showing this. Hopefully we're gonna show some detail here and get this done. Triumph wants this done at 10,000 miles or 1 year, so annual or 10,000. So I'm at like 9,000 miles and I'm right on my 1 year anniversary. So we're gonna do this and stay tuned.
Okay, this is the service maintenance table for the Tiger 1200. So you can see here we've got the annual service, the year, the engine oil renew. We've got coolant level check. We've got coolant renew every 4 years. We've got clutch fluid level check and a check every 2 years. We've got a wheel check with spokes and tightness. We've got brake fluid every 2 years. We've got a final drive check for oil leaks and a final drive oil renew at the annual. So we'll do that video as well. We got a battery renew in the key fob. We got a center stand pivot grease, and it looks like we're good. It's for oil filter wrench, PT Performance Tools, where I got it at the local auto shop for 3/8. Actually fits Toyotas. Need a filter. This is the part number T12180001 oil filter. Need a new crush washer, funnel, and almost 4 quarts of Castrol Power One SE10W50. You probably could use fully synthetic, but you could probably use something different. But this is what Triumph
Okay, first things first, we got to take off this pan. Now you can do this without taking off the pan by using this right here. But I like to pull that off, clean the pan, inspect everything, and take a look. I think it's a cleaner job. So that's my plan today, is to take off the pan and do the oil change that way. So from what it looks like to me, I've got a couple bolts here, 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 and here and here, and 2 more back here and back here. So we'll take that off and we'll go from there. Okay, so now you can see the pan is off. I had a good whack on my pan right there, and I had to bend that back up. Found some road debris in here, so good reason to pull this off and take a look and inspect things. You can see all the rubber grommets are here. Otherwise, it looks pretty good. So now let's take a look underneath here. So here's your drain plug. Everything else looks pretty good. Okay, let's get to draining the oil. Okay, this is a number 7 Allen. Loosen this up. Now I already loosened that, so. There we go. Okay, now the oil's drained. Here's the oil filter. I loosened this already, and I loosened it using a tool that I bought. Actually works for Toyota. I'll show this at the end where I got this, but just basically at a local parts store. Okay, so now you can see it dripped oil all down in here when you pull the filter off. Wipe all that oil up. Wipe it up on the oil filter housing. Okay, now as the manual says, you're supposed to leave this off until you fill up the oil. So we're going to leave that filter out until we fill up the oil. So we'll start that next. All right, don't forget, new crush washer. Don't forget that. I like to wipe everything off, clean things up that I normally don't see and can't get to. Dusty pipes. Okay, now when filling, here's the fill port, and here's your level indicator. So as you can see, what you do is you want the oil level in the middle of that little half moon. You want it within that range. You'll see the level come across here. Now you kind of got to use a flashlight or something to show it in there so that you can get a good look at that level. But that's where you'll see it. Okay, there we go. I got the oil in, and it's at the right level. It's at the top of that moon. This little shape right here, so it's up the top of that. I did notice that when I was putting it in, oil was dripping out of the filter housing, but I think that's part of the process. It somehow pushes the dirty oil out of something inside the engine there, so that's why they have you leave that off while you're filling. So there you go, that's filled up. Okay, there's the filter housing, so you can see how oil was dripping out as I was filling it up. Got to clean that stuff up. And then put the new filter on. With the installation of the new filter, always grab some oil and put some oil around this seal there, and then screw that on.